You know, 3 years ago, I lost more than 35 pounds, and I've kept it off. That's the important part, right? I think I added years to my life, and I feel great. If you could do it, you can do it, but don't do it alone. This is what I always say. And joining me now are two doctors whose expertise is in helping people safely lose weight and keep it off, not with a diet, but a plan. And I think that's the biggest part of this. They are Doctors Wehbe and Drs. Gambale of Sosa Clinic. And welcome to the show. Welcome as my new sponsors of the show. It's so good to have you here. And also here, we want to show somebody who like me, is a mom who's lost the weight and kept it off, Jackie Caputo. And how much weight did you lose, Jackie?
65 pounds in 120 days, and 55 inches.
Wow. And you've kept it off since last?
It's been about 7-8 months.
Okay, I'm going to embarrass you a little bit. Can we do a little? Can I embarrass you? And I'll move the pillow. You look amazing. So there's the before picture. There's the before picture with your beautiful smile, and now you have, look at this figure to go with the smile. So I'm totally embarrassed at that. We need the music. But you know, I want to celebrate you because, you know, it's amazing, and what you did was amazing. You could sit back down now that I've totally embarrassed Jackie. You know, but Dr. Wehbe, I'll start with you. I mean, you're somebody also who lost a lot of weight, so you have some skin in the game. Not only, right, are you with the clinic, but let's take a look at your before picture. There you are. And how much weight did you lose?
I lost 50 pounds in 2 months, 60 days. I mean, men lose weight quicker than women, but the biggest thing was I was able to keep it off, and that was very important for me as someone who's battled being overweight my whole life. And you know, I did this a couple years ago, and I kept it off, and that's what motivated me, because it is a personal battle for me, as well as a lot of members in my family who are diabetics and have high blood pressure. So trying to get the word out there that this program does work. It worked for me, it worked for a lot of physicians and colleagues and nurses that I work with, and family members.
And now you're a new dad. You have a 5-week-old baby at home.
Yes.
So now you have the sleep deprivation that never helps in the weight loss battle, right?
So weight loss is affected by a lot of things, and stress is a major thing, whether it's having an infant keeping you up all night or stress at work, and that's what we help people work with, the various variables that come into losing weight.
Now, Dr. Gambale, I want to get to you because here's the thing. I don't tell people to diet. I've tried every diet, every fad diet. You know I have. This is not a diet, and this is healthy. This is whole foods. This is an education. But tell me, why is the Sosa plan so different? I mean, there's nothing like it out there.
Absolutely. What makes Sosa unique, the whole plan, it's all natural. We use all natural supplements. It's the physician supervised. I can't stress this enough. And we use a balanced, healthy diet.
And you're eating a lot. That's what my friends who've gone in said, oh my gosh, I ate 5 meals a day. It's not like you're depriving yourself all the time.
And we don't use water pills, we don't use diuretics, we don't use amphetamines, we don't use prepackaged foods which contain preservatives, which aren't good for you. I want to stress that, yeah.
So it's all healthy.
Absolutely.
It's all natural, right? The supplements we have there are there to help patients you know, lose the weight, deal with the stress that comes along losing weight, and then we tell them what foods to go on to help motivate them, see the weight come off quickly. So we work with a lot of primary care physicians when patients come off their blood pressure medicines or diabetes medicines. We're there to work with primary doctors to help patients deal with this. And
it's really what it is, in my opinion, is it's you're saving your own life when you do this. And I really hope you check out Sosa, because this is something that adds years to your life. You feel great. Jackie, you and I were talking about losing weight, and you said your sister cried when she saw you.
She did. She hadn't seen me. It was probably about 4 months. 5 months when I started the program, and when I walked in, she cried. She said I look 10 years younger, and I have to say I feel probably 20 years younger. I mean, I have a 5-year-old to keep up with and a teenager who adds the stress at a preteen.
You have 3 kids. And
I do, and it was life-changing, and I feel like Sosa saved my life, and I tell them this all the time. I owe them so much. I did it, but the program was there, and it was something that I was finally able to stick with and stay with, and I have kept the weight off, and I haven't had this much energy since I was 20 years old. And it's, like I said, I battled also through my life with being chubby as a kid and then overweight, and then I lost it and then I gained it, and the pregnancies certainly.
Yes, and you look gorgeous. And I do want to point out it's important because you go for the weigh-ins and actually the measurements, which are incredible. And to be with a doctor, that's just so important. You don't want to do it alone, especially when you're losing that much weight. And the way that you coordinate with the doctors. We want to thank you, Doctors Webby and Kabali of Souza Clinic. And there's all the information on the screen. You really need to call if this is something where you're even 10 pounds overweight. But more than that, this can save your life, in my opinion. I'm somebody I've lowered my cholesterol more than 95 points, so I've got some skin in this game too. I believe in this, and we all want to be healthy. Yes. We want to thank you so much for being here, and thanks for, I'm sorry I embarrassed you a little bit, Jackie.
That's okay, this is fun now, it is, it's fun.
And we'll be right back to wrap up right after this. We're back with our friends from Souza Clinic. And Dr. Webby, just a final word, because I think it's hard when you are trying to lose that weight and you've tried everything and you're skeptical and you feel like, I don't want to fail again.
Right. I know people have a lot of options out there. And yeah, I mean, I was skeptical before I did the program. Even my own mother was a skeptic. And, you know, Jackie was a skeptic too. But once you do the program and you see that it does work, and you bring your family members and you see that it works, and you feel healthy, you feel better, it's an amazing feeling. We're just trying to get the word out there to people. Yes, we are. So I hope that you check out our website. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Have a good one.